of Songs, which is Solomon's.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Read.
Verse 5. I am black.
What did King Solomon say?
I am black.
Read.
Hold on.
But calmly.
Hold on.
That's in the Bible?
You see what my brother said? Hold on. I want you to get him a Bible. Get him a Bible.
Now they were in the church. Those at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that were called nigger.
What was Simeon called?
Nigger.
What was Simeon called?
Nigger.
That's always been in the Bible.
That's right.
Not Niger.
Hold on.
Remember, Nigeria, we call it today Nigeria. It was not named Nigeria, it was Nigeria. Nigger, N-I-G-E-R means what? Black. Islam. So, what he was just reading, your people, the Jews, remember, have always been what color? Black.
Black.
So, what is your nationality now? Because we know that it's not Nigerian. We know that it's not Ghanaian. So, what is your nationality now?
Does this mean I'm a Jew?
Thank you. You are a Jew.
That's right.
Those Caucasians that you see walking around in Brooklyn with the black suits with the curls, those are Europeans.
Right.
They're Germans, they're Polish, they're Russian, they're Jewish, that's their religion.
Right.
We are Jews, that is our nationality, that's our bloodline.
That's
That
right.
can't be changed. They're pretending to be us.
Yup.
For the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Watch, I'm gonna prove it to you. Get Acts chapter 1. Let's see what the disciples said, because maybe he taught them, right? The 12. So they must know what he taught. So let's see what they asked him after he resurrected and he was crucified and resurrected. They saw him again. Look at the question they asked him.
Acts chapter 1 verse 6. And they therefore were come together. They asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Will you at this time restore again the kingdom to who?
To Israel.
What do you think that kingdom is? That's the kingdom of heaven. They asked him saying, like, Lord, is it now the time? Now you crucified, you resurrected. Now are you going to restore the kingdom to Israel? But I thought he came to save everybody.
Bring it out.
Because you said the world, right? You know who the world is? Watch this. Isaiah 45:17. Show them who the world is.
Isaiah chapter 45 verse 17.
Read it out.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
Wait, who's going to be saved?
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
So this is the prophet Isaiah. Is he a liar? So he's prophesying of the future. He said Israel shall what?
Shall be saved in the Lord.
Read.
With an everlasting salvation.
With an everlasting salvation. That's the kingdom. Read.
Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
What did he call Israel?
World without end.
World without end. This is what Christ was quoting in most Christians' favorite scripture, John 3:16.
Right.
When he said, the world. The world he's talking about is the world of Israel. Israel's a world unto itself.
That's right.
He's not talking about the whole entire globe. Because think about it. If he came to save the whole entire world, isn't it called the kingdom of heaven? In order for it to be a kingdom, somebody has to rule and somebody else has to do what? Somebody got to serve.
Right.
Somebody got to serve. So how is it a kingdom if everybody's ruling? Who are you ruling over? Doesn't the scripture say he will make his enemies his footstool?
Right.
Rulership. Who do you think those enemies are? Spiritual demons? It's talking about people. It's talking, God has enemies. Watch, I'm going to show you. Psalms 83.
Bring it out.
Psalms 83.
Psalm chapter 83 verse 1.
Bring it out.
Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head.
So King David is saying, Lord, there's people that are your enemies, and there's people that hate you. Keep reading, because he goes on to mention them.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel. You know what the crafty counsel is that they took against God's people? This is a crafty counsel. This is a crafty counsel. Slavery. You know what else is a crafty counsel? Watch this. What's your nationality?
Nigerian.
Huh?
Nigerian.
Nigerian. That's crafty counsel.
Right.
Nigeria, land of blacks. Is that your nationality? Who named it Nigeria? That's not even an African word. Nigeria, that's what it means. Land of blacks. Who named it Land of Blacks? Everybody over there was already black, so how the hell are they gonna name it Land of Blacks?
Bring it out.
That's crafty counsel. When the Europeans went over there, they named it Nigeria. That's crafty counsel. Read.
That's right. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against the hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? Are you Igbo or Yoruba? Which one? Hausa, Fulani, Ijo? Huh?
Ijo. It's called Ijo.
Ijo? Okay, is that where in Nigeria is that?
Where the oil is at.
Excuse me, sir. Huh? Where the oil is at? Okay, okay. So now, the people in Nigeria, right? Before they were called Nigerians, what was their nationality?
Whatever they were. It wasn't a nationality.
So watch, I'm gonna show you who they were. Give me Babylon of Timbuktu.
To Timbuktu, page 84.
So this is a book written by a historian. His name is Rudolph Windsor. He's very traveled, and this is information that he found upon his travels and his studies.
In the year of 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian, his son, Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
So this is world history. You can Google it, right? How you doing, bro? So listen to this. We're going over world history right now, and I'm going to show you in the Bible. So in 70 AD, you had Vespasian. Read that part again.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son, Titus, put an end to the Jewish state.
So in 70 AD, Vespasian and Titus, they invaded Jerusalem. Read.
With great slaughter.
And slaughtered the people. Read.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
So during that time, it's estimated that over 1 million Jews fled where?
Into Africa.
Into Africa. But I thought Jews were white people. Why would they flee to? Why would they go hide in Africa if they were white people? Make it make sense. Because the Jews that are in Jerusalem today come from Poland, Russia, Germany. But the history tells you that the real Jews fled into Africa.
That's right.
So what color are the real Jews?
Bring it out.
You said black. You sure? What do you think? What color are the real Jews? You said black? You sure, you just said it because he said it? Sure? All right, what do you say?
My brain is telling me Jews are white, but in my heart I know Jews are black.
Okay, all right, I like that answer. Why is your brain, you say your brain is telling you that Jews are white, why?
Because a lot of the Jews I see are mostly white people.
Thank you, my brother's honest. He said most of the ones that he sees, they are white people. But watch this, King Solomon, he was a Jew, right? King Solomon, the father of David, right? He was the king of Judah. He was a Jew from the tribe of Judah. Read Songs of Solomon 1 and 5.
Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Read.
Verse 5. I am black.
What did King Solomon say?
I am black.
Read.
Hold on.
But calmly.
Hold on.
That's in the Bible?
You see what my brother just said? Hold on. I want you to get him a Bible. Get him a Bible. Because I'm telling you, I'm starting to think this brother wrote this morning. Show him Songs of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5.
Bring it
And
out.
show him what version this Bible is.
Oh, this is the King James version.
Now show him Songs of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 1. Let's read it together.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
So whose song is this? Solomon's. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. I am black, but comely.
You know what comely means? Beautiful. I am black but comely. Read.
Right. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar.
Kedar. K-E-D-A-R means dark skin. Read.
As the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black.
King Solomon is black.
That's
Now,
right.
hold on. I want you to show him Acts chapter 13, verse 2. Because my man said he's from Nigeria. What's your name, bro?
Keo.
Keo? Oh,
From Nigeria?
You from Nigeria too?
No, my family's from Ghana.
From Ghana. Okay. Are you speak Twi?
Not so much. My family does, but I don't. I was born in America.
Ashanti?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Listen to this. I want to show you, because I'm showing you how our people came from West Africa and who most of those people in West Africa today are. Read this.
Acts chapter 13, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now there were in the church.
What? Look at that. Show him too. Acts 13 verse 1. Read that.
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that were called Niger.
What was Simeon called?
Niger.
What was Simeon called?
Niger.
That's always been in the Bible.
That's
that
right.
word is not Niger.
Hold on.
Remember, Nigeria, we call it today Nigeria. It was not named Nigeria, it was Nigeria. Nigger, N-I-G-E-R means what? Black. So why did they call the man black? His nickname was nigger, which is Latin, meaning black. Why did they call him that? If he was a white man.
Oh my God.
So the apostles were what color?
Black.
Okay, hold on. Jesus Christ, what color was he?
Black, brown.
Brown, black. What do you say, my brother? What color was Jesus Christ? He was a Jew.
A lot of people see
was
him.
a Jew.
A lot of people see him as white, but I know he's black.
Perfect. Let's prove it. Let's get Revelation chapter 1 and read verse 1.
The revelation of Jesus Christ,
The revealing of Jesus Christ,
which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So this was John the Revelator, right? He is on the Isle of Patmos in a prison, and he sees Christ. This is after Christ is resurrected and crucified and ascended up. So now he sees somebody that looks like his friend Christ. It is Christ. Watch this, verse 14.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs.
So now he said the man that he saw, his head and his hairs, meaning the hair on his head and the hair on his face. Read.
Were white like wool.
So wait a minute. I want you to look at this real quick. Because who is this? This right here.
Jesus Christ?
Jesus, right? Read that part again. His what?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the hair on his head and the hair on his face were white in color and woolly in texture. Does this man have white hair? Does this man have woolly hair?
No, definitely not.
What does woolly hair feel like? Thank you.
Literally, the only thing white about him is his skin color.
So watch this. You know what woolly hair is?
Not really.
Go like this. That's woolly hair. Hair like a sheep. That's woolly hair. Read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Fully white. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now his eyes, meaning the whites of his eyes were as a flame of fire, meaning red. Red, you know why they were red? What was his first miracle? He turned water into what? Wine. What was his favorite drink?
What?
Wine. He wasn't an alcoholic, but when you drink wine, the whites of your eyes turn red. That was the prophecy that his eyes would be red with wine when you saw him again. So, does this man have red eyes? No. Keep
My
reading.
question is, why is wine symbolized to be the blood of Christ?
Oh, okay, we'll get that after. Keep reading.
And his feet like a divine brass.
And his feet. Now hold on. You guys have feet, right? I'm looking down.
Everyone does.
I see 4 right there. So 2 on you, 2 on you. Now your feet, when you stand up like this and you look down at your feet, what, is it the same color as the rest of your body?
No. Wait.
No. Yeah, if you look down like that with no shoes on, are your feet the same color as the rest of your body?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not gonna look at your feet and think that you're Chinese, right? So read that again.
And his feet like a divine brass.
Wait a minute. His feet were the color of fine brass. What color is brass? Brown. But there's more. Read.
As if they burn and they burn it.
Wait a minute. If I take that brown brass, like say a saxophone, and burn it in a furnace, what color is it now? What color? Say it loud.
Black.
Black.
That's right.
It is black.
Right.
That's what Jesus Christ looks like.
Right. Right.
This is the only scripture that tells you what Jesus Christ looks like. So where did they get this from? You know who this is?
Some Roman president?
Absolutely. Him. His name is Caesar Borgia. He's the son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome.
Right.
His father, Pope Alexander, hired Leonardo da Vinci, and here's the sketches, to paint his son as Jesus Christ.
Right.
Bring it out.
During the Renaissance. Before that, this is what images look like. They were all black. Officer Jordan, you got icons? Yeah, so he's going to show you some of the images that were hundreds of years before this. Before they started painting this, he's going to show you what the Jews actually painted Christ, Noah, Moses, Abraham, Samson, what they actually look like.
Right. No.
Yes. Oh, so you know.
I don't.
Right, the Russian icon. Remember, they just had that on the news months ago with Putin opening the boat.
He opened it.
And they said, so hold on, they've always had these black images.
Oh, shot.
So who the hell is that? See what I'm saying?
Bring it out.
That's the crafty counsel we were talking about earlier. Because if this is Jesus Christ, who are you? Who are the people in Nigeria? The word Igbo. That's why I asked you Igbo. You know what that word derives from?
Hebrew.
Hebrew. Right. Hebrew. Are there not a lot of Jews in Nigeria, black practicing Jews? Where did they get it from?
That's what I would have done.
That was always our custom. That was always our fate. We are the Jews. That's a nationality. You can't change it.
Right.
That's a nationality. It's not a religion. It's a nationality.
Like I believe it too. My tribe believes, well, our history is that we came from the east. But I don't know anything else.
How far?
We don't know how far.
Jerusalem. That's what we read. Remember the history I read for you in 70 AD? That's how far east you came from. Because remember, there were people that were already there. You had certain tribes in Nigeria that were already there, handmade people. When your people got there, and then you had to blend in. Watch that. You got Babylon Timbuktu? I want to read that for you. Watch this. When they mingled themselves, okay, read this part, for this brother right here. You see what he wrote right here?
The Black Jewish Empire of Ghana.
Look at this.
Let me see that. The Black Jewish Empire of Ghana.
So you read it.
Let me see this. Let me see this.
Read it.
The ancient Black Empire of Ghana was established in the Western Sudan. During the colonial period, the Western Sudan was called French West Africa. The northern boundary of this region is the Sahara Desert. The western and southern border is Lake Chad. Some rivers of this region are the Senegal, the Gambia, the Volta, the Benue, the Lagone, and last but not least is the famous Niger River. I almost said nigger.
That's how you pronounce it. But you good, read.
This river flows from the Guinea Highlands to the Guinea Highlands northeast to the famous cities of Timbuktu and Gao. Then it makes a sharp turn and flows southeast toward the city of Benin in Nigeria.
Read the next paragraph.
In ancient times, the Carthaginians from North Africa penetrated the Sahara Desert and the Western Sudan during the 2nd and 3rd centuries BC.
Read.
When North and Eastern Africa had amassed over 1 million Jews, these Jews began a continuous migration to the region of the Niger River. According to the researchers of Nahum Slouch, I think that's how it's pronounced, the tradition of Jewish traders in the Sahara stretches back to biblical times. Slouch continues, and it is not at all surprising to encounter in every part of the desert traces and even survivals of a primitive Judaism, which at one time played an important role in the whole region of the Sahara from the Senegal to the very borders of Somaliland. As I mentioned earlier, this region that extends across the entire width of Africa, below the Sahara Desert, from Senegal to Somaliland is known as the Sudan or Black Africa. Between the 2nd and 3rd centuries, the Black Jews of Arabia continued migrating across the Red Sea to Ethiopia. The largest exodus of the Jews occurred during the persecution by the Arabs led by Muhammad.
Wait, hold on. Because if I go to Nigeria, if I go to Ghana, you have a lot of people that are Christians, right?
A lot.
But there's a lot of people who are what? Yeah, but what's a major world religion?
Muslim.
Muslim. How? Muslim is an Arab man religion. It's not a black man's religion. The Arab man under Muhammad enforced Islam. And they persecuted us and they forced us into Islam. So what he was just reading, your people, the Jews, remember, have always been what color? Black. Right. So what is your nationality now? Because we know that it's not Nigerian. We know that it's not Ghanaian. So what is your nationality now?
Does this mean I'm a Jew?
Thank you. You are a Jew. Yes, right. Those Caucasians that you see walking around in Brooklyn with the black suits with the curls, those are Europeans.
Right.
They're Germans, they're Polish, they're Russian, they're Jewish, that's their religion. Right. We are Jews, that is our nationality, that's our bloodline. That can't be changed. They're pretending to be us. Yep.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.